Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Aya Bada Bitcoin Wala. I am Utkarsh Singh from India and today I will show you the basics of chart reading, especially crypto chart reading, and for that we need to create an account on tradingview.com. So this is my account. Once you sign up by only using your email ID on TradingView account, simply go to chart. This is the chart section. Simply go to the chart. Now first thing that you need to select the type of chart symbol search, and as we are trading into crypto we will select crypto and then we will select the pair that in which we are willing to trade. All right, so here I have selected BTC USDT. All right, this is a Binance pair. Once you select it, you have to select the time frame. Now in this chart we can see that this is 1 day time frame. As you can see, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. Many time frames are available, but always start with a bigger time frame when you are uh, trying to analyze the trend and taking positions, whether it is long or short. All right, so let's start with 1 week time frame. Now as you can see here, this is 1 week time frame. 1 week time frame BTC USDT pair and on Binance. All right, 1 week chart. Now as you can see on the screen, there are many candles which are in green color and in red color. All right, green color candle is known as bullish candles, and red candles are known as bearish candle. Very simple to understand. Bearish means the price has went down from the previous point, and bullish candle simply says that the price has increased from the previous point. All right. Now when we select any kind of time frame, whether it is 1 week, 1 day, 4 hours, 8 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes, whatever it is, after selecting the time frame, every candle that appears on the screen is of that particular time. Now I have selected 1 week time frame, so every candle that I see, whether it is red or whether it is green, it is of 1 week. It is showing me the increase or decrease that has happened within 1 week. All right, now if I select here 1 day time frame, every candle is of 24 hours. Every candle, whether it is green or red. If I select 4 hours time frame, then every candle is of 4 hour, red and green. I will quickly show you one example of 1 minute chart. All right, now this every candle I have selected 1 minute chart, so every candle that is appearing on the screen is of 1 minute. Now see, this candle will expire in will be fully formed in 11 seconds. As you can see here, 11 seconds, 8 seconds, and again a new candle will be formed. Just keep an eye. See, once 60 seconds are done, a new candle is formed. Likewise, when you select 4 hours time frame, after every 4 hours a new candle is formed. As we can see here, in 1 minute time frame, that is 60 seconds, after every 60 seconds a new candle is formed. Whether it is bullish or bearish candle doesn't matter. Here in this candle, 23 seconds, 22 seconds are remaining. Let's see whether it changes after that 10 to 12 seconds or not. a new candle will form. As said, a new candle forms after every 1 minute because we have selected 1 hour time frame. All right. So this was very simple to understand. Now, every trader is trying to find the exact correct point where to buy a coin and sell it at a higher profits. All right. So in order to predict that point, it is very simple to predict first thing, but we need to understand how candles are formed, what is their opening and closing price. So I will show you that first on paint. Now, every candle, whether it is green or whether it is red, is made up of two body parts. One is called solid body, as you can see here. This is called the solid body. This part is called the solid body of red or green, irrespective of the color. Then the thin line that we see at the top and at the bottom of any candle, that is known as wick. A wick is nothing but it shows us the fluctuation that has happened bit, throughout the formation of that candle. All right. Now, when it comes to a bullish candle, that is green candle, this point is known as the opening price of that candle. This price, this point is known as the opening point of a green candle, and this point is known as the closing price of that green candle. The top of the upper wick is known as highest price. The dip of the lower wick is known as the lower price that has been traded on that time frame. All right. So a green candle starts its formation from this point, moves towards the closing points in a vertical way. All right. And it closes at this point. This is the start opening point, this is the closing point. Now, what is a high price and low price? Okay, I will tell you that after explaining the red candle. Okay, in case of a bullish candle, this is the opening price, this is the closing point. Okay, fine. Now, in case of a red candle, this is the opening price and this is the closing price. It's very simple to understand. It is a common sense that when a green candle is formed, that is a bullish candle, which means the price has increased, the action that comes in our mind is that it is increasing upwards. So that's why this is the opening price and this is the closing price. All right. Now, when it comes to a red candle, it is again very simple to understand that a red candle means a bearish candle, which simply means the price has came down. So how would it be? Opening price at the top and closing price at the bottom. All right. Now, what is a wick? Okay. So let's imagine that a green candle started for its formation from this point. All right. It went upwards towards this point at its closing price. Actually, it went till the high price. It went till the high price. But see, the opening price is the first price that the coin was traded on. That was the first price when the candle formed. It is called the opening price. The first price at which a coin was traded is known as the opening price. The last price that the coin traded is known as the closing price. All right. Now, what is a high price and low price? It is just the fluctuation. I mean, it is just the highest price, it went, but it again came down at the closing point. Okay, so the price came reach till the highest price, that is okay, but what was the last price that was traded in that particular time frame decides the closing price. And the lowest price that was traded on of that coin is known as the low price. Okay, so the candle formation started from the opening price, it went till the high price, it went till the low price during the formation of a candle. All right, but the last traded price of that coin is marked as the closing price. Opening, closing, high and low price. This is about a green candle. Now, see, it is same about a red candle. All right, this is the opening price. This is the opening price. It started its first price trading. The first price that the coin traded is known as the opening price. All right, the last price at which a coin was traded is known as closing price. As simple as that. Again, high price is the price which was achieved during the formation of that candle. The price of the candle started from here, it went down till the low price, it went high till the high price, but the last price where the coin was traded is known as the closing price. The first price at which the coin was traded is known as the opening price. The last price at which the coin was traded is known as the closing price. All right, it is very simple to understand. Now, when it comes to the formation of different candles, let me give you an example. Again, we are back at the candle. I will zoom it a little bit. All right. So, when I take my cursor mouse on this red bearish candle, as you can see, this was the opening price. This was the opening price. This was the closing price. This was the highest price. And if any candle has no upper wick or lower wick, that means the price never went that high. All right, if a candle is missing with a wick, like this red candle and this green candle, this red candle is missing its lower wick, this green candle is missing its upper wick, that's because the price didn't went at that point. All right, it is simple. Now, when I take my cursor on this red candle, you will be able to see that the opening price of that candle is opening price, closing price. See, this is the opening price, this is the closing price. Ignore this part. Opening, closing, high and low. Opening price, closing price, high price and low price. So when I take my cursor mouse to the on the red candle, okay, so you can see the opening price was 59,356. Oh, 359,356.71. So where did it started its formation? From the opening point, which is this point, right? As you can see, 59 okay, 59 215.27. Make sure that you are placing the cursor at the right point. All right, This is the, sorry, this is the opening price. My bad. I'm so sorry. This is the opening price. I got confused. Okay. When it comes to a red candle, opening price is at the top. It comes down like this and it ends up here. This is the closing price. So opening price here, as we can see, is 59. See at the right side, 59,357. As you can see the same here at the top, 59,356. This is the opening. Now let's come on the closing. 59,216, 59,215. Understand that I am doing this manually. That's why I can't show you the exact figure, $1 or $2 up or low. All right. Closing price is 59,216. Now the opening price, the low price is also almost same, because there is no, as I said, there is no lower wick. So as you can see at the top, opening sorry, closing and low price is almost same, 59,214, 59,215. Okay. And the high price of this candle is 59,366. As you can see at the right, 59,366. High price 59,367. So point is proven how the candle is formed. When it is bullish, it starts its formation from down, moving towards the upper side. All right. When it comes to a bearish candle, the formation of the candle starts from the up, moving towards the down, moving towards down. All right. Now, as I have shown you the opening price, low, closing price, low and high price. This is the basics of any chart. This is same with any kind of chart reading, forex, cryptocurrency, any kind of. And always use tradingview.com for live charts if you are a day trader or if you are trading in futures. But if you are a beginner, don't put your hands into future tradings, because it is very risky. There are many chances that your entire wallet will become zero. You need to learn a lot. So always go with spot trading if you are a beginner. All right. Now, when you when I say that we are willing to predict the point where we can enter the trade, all right, you need to plot some support and some resistance, some trend lines, which are which simply shows you how the price is actually moving overall. Okay. So first, when it comes to predict whether the market of that certain coin is moving in a uptrend or in a downtrend, you need to start from a higher time frame. It is very simple. Always, whenever you open a chart, start with a higher time frame. Select 1 week time frame. All right. As you can see here, this is how the entire story of Bitcoin took its higher high or higher low on the chart on a 1 week time frame. All right. Now, every candle appearing here is of 1 week. Okay. So this is the point. 28th September. Bitcoin halving took place in April 2020. April 2020. That is this point. At this candle, as you can see, until April 2020, the candle was, the chart was moving into uh, a parallel line, which is also called uh, um, moving horizontally in a parallel line, not go getting an uptrend, not getting a downtrend, but horizontally. That is called accumulation of traders. That the um, whales, not whales, but the traders were just accumulating more and more stuff, more and more Bitcoin, or any coin. They were just accumulating. Then the pump and dump starts. And as I said, in 20 in April 2020, the Bitcoin halving, the third Bitcoin halving has taken place. Bitcoin halving is nothing but, see, after, in every 4 hours, 4 years, Bitcoin halving is an event that takes place. First halving took place in 2012 because Bitcoin came into circulation in 2008. So first halving happened in 2012, second in 2016, and third in 2020. All right. Now, as you can, as we all know, after 2016 halving, after 2012 halving, and after 2020 halving, the price of Bitcoin was completely into a bullish mode, in a bull run, for almost 1.5 to 2 years. All right. So that is the time that where Bitcoin price is completely into bull run. That is the main time where traders enter the market with big stuffs that they are holding from a long time. All right. Now, what is Bitcoin halving? It is very simple to understand. When miners trade, they are rewarded. When sorry, when miners mine Bitcoin, they are rewarded with certain amount of Bitcoins. All right. So after, until 2012, they were getting 50 Bitcoin as reward on their minings. After the halving, this reward got half. That is known as halved. All right, this reward got half, and after 2012, 50, where the miners used to get 50 Bitcoin as a reward, they started getting 25 until 2016. All right. And after 2016, again the halving happened, and that 25 Bitcoin reward again got halved, and miners started getting 12.5 Bitcoin as reward after 2016. Now now until 2020, they were getting 12.5 as their reward, and after 2020's halving, miners are getting 6.25 something reward for their minings. So, see, basically the whole story is what, that Bitcoin availability, due to this halving, the circulation of Bitcoin is decreased, is keeping on decreasing. But as the time passes, the awareness and the demand of Bitcoin from 2012 till 2020, it has increased a lot. So on the other hand, the Bitcoin circulation in the market is decreasing, the availability of Bitcoin is decreasing in the market. And as the time passes, on the other hand, the demand and awareness of Bitcoin is increasing. That's why after every halving, the price of Bitcoin is very bullish. After 20, in 2016, before the halving, the price was something around uh, 1000 or $1100 per Bitcoin. But in 2017, after 1 year, within 1 year, the price went from $1000 to $19,000 just because of the halving. Now in 2020 halving, the price that was Bitcoin trading upon was something around 8 to $10,000. What's the price today? $59,370. $59,370. Bitcoin is currently trading on that price just because of that halving. All right. Now, so this is the time. After every halving, we have 2 years to earn, trade on our own, and make more and more Bitcoins. All right. Now, again coming to our chart, as we can see, the Bitcoin is in a uptrend. All right. Now let's see. So we have a conclusion that yes, Bitcoin is in a uptrend. Now let's move on to a lower time frame, that is one day time frame. Every candle displayed on this chart is of 1 day, is of 24 hours. Don't forget that. After every 24 hours, a new candle is formed. All right. Now, the opening price, I will show you. First, understand this statement. The opening price of any candle, whether it is red or whether it is green, opening price of any candle depends upon the closing price of its previous candle. All right. So wherever the previous candle closes itself, new candle's opening price is parallel to it. All right. If this is a, again let's get on the, again let's make a new. All right. See, now if this is a green candle, all right, this is a green candle. So this is the opening price, this is the closing price. It moved from this point to this point. All right. So this is the closing point of a green candle. So whenever this candle's time frame expires, means for example, if we assume that this candle is of 4 hours, and this is its opening price, this is its closing price. So whenever the next candle will be formed, it will start its opening price from here. If it is green candle, it will start from here. Even if it becomes a red candle in the future, means in some few hours, it will still start its formation from here itself. Again I repeat, opening price of any candle is the same as closing price of the previous candle. Wherever the previous candle will close, beside it the new candle's formation will start. It depends whether finally it becomes a green candle or a red candle. Forget about it. But this is the way. So I will prove you this thing on the live chart. So this is the this is a red candle. All right. This is a red candle. Now it started its formation from this point. It started its formation from this point. Opening price, closing price. So this candle's closing price became the opening price of the next candle. That is this candle. All right. So again, it opened here, it closed here, and as I said, the closing price of the previous candle is the same point where the next candle opens. So this is the opening price of the next candle. It opened here, red candle, it opened here, it closed here. Next candle opened here, it closed here. Next candle opened here, it closed here. Next candle opened here and it closed here. And beside that candle, again, it opened here, it closed here. It opened here, it closed here. It opened here, it closed here. Opened, closed. Opened, closed. Alright, now on the red candles, opened, closed, opened, closed, open, closed, open, close, open, close. Proven the point? Alright, so this is how a candle opens and closes its position. Again, I repeat, opening price is the first price at where the coin was traded. Closing price was the last price at where on which the coin was traded. That's it. And wick, as I said, that was the highest price it was traded. Highest price. And the lower point, the lower wick is the lowest price where the coin was traded in that particular time frame. 4 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, 1 week, whatever it is. Alright. It is very simple to understand. There is no rocket science in trading. Now, in the next episode, I will show you how to draw the trend lines, the support and the resistance. It is very simple than this part. It is very simple. Alright. And what's the important about trend line, support line, resistance line? Even that I will explain you. So stay tuned. If this video was helpful to you, please like my channel, subscribe my channel, like this video. And if it didn't help you, don't subscribe. Have a good day. Thank you so much.